Well, any questions? Anybody? No?
Let's shoot.
Clara, you can kick us off here. Tell us about your project.
My project, I have the academic explanation in my head, but I feel like you don't need that. I see people, like Neil does, sitting in the coffee shop and going to churches and building this community, but then they're all connected to this space online. So my goal right now is to find out everything there is to find out about this space online. Like I don't know. Can I ask Grim a question maybe?
Yeah, sure.
Grim, I'm sorry, your channel's kind of impenetrable, but I love it, and that's the vibe I hear. I'm wondering why. How did this get started? What's going on there?
Well, some concepts started before YouTube and came to YouTube from a different streaming platform. There was a man named Andrew who used sigil magic to get a conversation with Jordan Peterson, and where he talked about how he struggled with pornography. And that was the launch of the Sorting Myself Out channel. At one point, he had this weird guy on who said he was he had learned to manage his bipolar. And long story short, bald guy with the porn thing leaves the show and gives it off to the bipolar fella and another kid. And I was exiting the YouTube truther community at the time.
Sure.
But there I had learned that people that watched channels together would get together on Discords and organize and do group activities and stuff on there. And so I pitched the notion when the redhead kid and the weird guy inherited the channel.
Wait, which one had bipolar?
The weird guy.
Okay.
The redhead kid was pitching himself as a therapist doing Gestalt therapy. And anyway, so I pitched them the notion of having a Discord and making the channel a community of us sorting ourselves out, which would have a better acronym of like TSOO, because that's fun to do. But they did take the Discord idea. Then the redhead kid left the channel. And then so it was me and the weird guy trying to keep the channel afloat. And then we had some disagreements and parted ways, at which time I leaned harder into my own channel. But through that whole effort, since it was tied to Peterson, it would let me do my initial connection with Pastor Paul Vandeklees and what he had going with the Bridges of Meaning Discord community.
Okay, so PBK, he's a pastor. Does that influence you in your religious stuff?
Yeah, I really like to give him a hard time about how little he talks about Jesus.
Okay.
And how much he talks about church. And so like him being so trollable really has influenced this whole project for me.
If you had to describe your channel to someone who knew nothing about it, can I get like a 10-word description?
It's a live stream brought to you by the Virtually Not Alone Network, where the hive mind gathers. That 10 words?
What are you hoping to accomplish?
That the people stuck in their cells without human interaction get parasocial human interaction with me and together in the chats of the shows we watch together.
Yeah, man. Thanks for indulging that.
So I'll